All right, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to write a product manager resume for MBA grads. Now, every year when we have graduation season, we always get reached out by a bunch of MBA grads, usually even before they're graduating, and they're really trying to focus on how to land that product manager job. Unfortunately, with a lot of MBA programs, the position is really geared. I would say the program, it's very common for graduates to go ahead and venture into a position in consulting or in finance, but there just doesn't seem to be enough, I would say, career support for people that want to do product management. That's why I'm going to go out there and show you a few of the things that you can go ahead and do to stand out. And let me just go ahead and magnify this for you so maybe you can go out there and see this better. I have for you down here basically the professional summary, skills. We're going to go through the experience, the education, some of the certifications that you might want to go ahead and consider. There's a little typo right here. And then the side projects on the very bottom. Notice that in each and every one of these experience categories, I put basically, they're like a different type of skill. Before you send out this resume, go ahead and delete that. And this is basically to just help you reference a little bit to this Airtable that I've put together, where you can basically go and say, oh, I didn't really like that one bullet that describes how I had a background in leadership or customer feedback or, doing market analysis. And if you want to go ahead and use another bullet to go ahead and describe that skill, I will not be offended because I don't know who you are. But either way, you should do the best thing for you. So on the very top, I don't recommend anybody having a professional summary because there's just so many candidates that recruiters and hiring teams, they honestly don't read them. But if you are going to go ahead and have a professional summary, you might as well go ahead and have it done right. 3 sentences, max 4 really suffices. I see a lot of professional summaries that are really long. Again, this is just a template example that you can go ahead and use. It's not only encouraged for you to go ahead and change it up, you absolutely should just add your own flavor to it. But keep it really nice, short, and simple. So in the overall layout of the resume, it doesn't dominate that much. Sometimes I see the summary come all the way down here. It's not really working out for people. The other thing that I would go out there and recommend is really having a skills chart of all the skills that you have. Most MBA grads had done some type of job, either finance, consulting, maybe tech sales, customer success, whatever it is that you're doing. Tech is basically encompassed in every aspect of our career and our lives. It's hard to imagine that you don't have some basic understanding of Trello, Jira, Asana, but the recruiter and the hiring team has no way of knowing that unless you list it out. Too many times I see that MBA grads have their skills in just the one-liner that they put at the very bottom. Not only does that not help you stand out as a candidate, a lot of times recruiters and hiring teams absolutely miss the fact that you had those skills. And your skills portion is actually the most important section where you should beef and protein it up as much as possible. Make sure that it's action-packed. You're not supposed to go out there and add 8 skills at the very bottom and then right on top of your hobbies. No, skills matter. And the skills that you don't have, don't worry about it. There's not, you can always go ahead and learn it later. But if you do have it, if you don't write it down, they don't know that you actually have it or not. That becomes a problem for you. So definitely beef up your skills chart. The other thing that I would recommend is, in your experience, a lot of times MBAs, because it was an MBA program, they'd write that, oh, they were an MBA intern. Write down specifically what you were doing. MBA intern, business development, MBA intern, product management, MBA intern, strategic consulting. Not all internships are created the same. From what I understand with my friends that went through an MBA program, there's so many different opportunities for you to go ahead and take on, and you're also kind of exploring what you're trying to do, as well as when you're planning out these internships, maybe you're going to where your friends are going, whatever, but tie it back to as much as to product management as possible. Use actual resume descriptions that actually sound like you were doing product management. You might have been an MBA intern for business development. Okay, but you can go ahead and say, I conducted market research and competitive analysis to identify market trends and opportunities for product vision. You don't have to be a product manager to be able to own this bullet. Strategic planning, assisted in the development of business strategies and plans to drive revenue growth and market expansion. You don't need to be a product man. Collaborated with product, marketing, and sales team to align with business strategies, with product development, and go-to-market plans. So even though you may not have been a product manager intern per se, you don't necessarily need to be a product manager intern or even to be a product manager to be doing product management work. Product management encompasses many different disciplines and has so much overlap with so many different departments. Instead of focusing on all the skills that are not relevant to product management, you should really zero in. And this is why I'm providing this template, because a lot of times people are like, they actually reach out to me and say, hey, Rich, thanks for the template. Because of this template right now, I now have a better understanding of what a product manager resume is supposed to look like and what they're looking for. And to go off there, just a quick side note, when we're talking about a product manager resume template, this is the other thing I noticed about this is what a product manager resume looks like. If you want to go ahead and get access to other templates as well, because I know some people, before they were a product manager, they might have been in e-commerce, customer success, project manager, business analyst, business operations, QA, or like just anything else. I have a bunch of other roles here. Feel free to go ahead and take apart whichever bullets from the other positions that you'd like and just go ahead and add it in there. But overall, have a template that actually looks like a product manager resume. You can't shy away from the fact that you just graduated from an MBA program. But if you use a resume template that looks like you simply just graduated, you're screaming, just give me a shot, in a marketplace where people are looking for professionals to join the team and hit the ground running starting on day one. In fact, if you can start sooner than 2 weeks, they would actually prefer it. So don't utilize this new graduate template that makes you look absolutely like every other MBA grad who just walked the stage literally with you. Like Columbia just had their ceremony down the street here from me. And I have a few friends that graduated. A lot of them told me that them and their friends are looking for product manager jobs as well. When you look like everybody else, and in a city like New York where everybody's looking for a job in New York, and everybody has Columbia MBA class of 2024 CBS, you're not differentiating yourself. So it's going to be very difficult for you to break in and even get that initial interview. But even when you do, a lot of times they're kind of lagging and stalling on your offer because they're just thinking, well, this person can do the job, but does anything about this individual really stand out that if they took a job, would we really miss this person, or should we hold out? So your intention is to get the job, close out that offer, start your position, start paying off your student loans ASAP Rocky, right? So you want to differentiate yourself by first being different, look different. And also, another word about resume templates, don't have a resume template from your previous career, because if that's the job that you wanted, I don't really think you needed to go ahead. And I think probably the most brutal part about getting the MBA, studying for the GMAT or the GRE, leave that behind, because that's just going to create brand confusion where they're just going to recommend you for another role. I have a few other descriptions here for product management, because some people do an MBA internships, but I do know product management internships are very few, far in between. So a lot of people that were fighting for it may not have even been able to get it. So business development and strategic consulting are usually the more common ones. Rip these bullets from here, play around with them. They don't have to all stay. You can move this bullet here, you can move this bullet down here. Either way, whatever works, it should be a resume that you believe in. And my entire resume series, delete that portion. I'm telling everybody, delete that portion. With that said, add in your education here. A few certifications that would really do you good is actually the AI certification, because if you're coming in from an MBA background, the analytical side, they already think you would pretty much have down. The go-to-market side, maybe you learned a little bit about pricing. But if you can add in just a little bit of that technical sprinkle on top of your resume, with AI, especially now that ChatGPT just released their latest demo, that is the side that you really want to show to differentiate yourself among all of your other friends and peers that have just graduated at the same time across the entire country. Side projects, I see a lot of people include an MBA project that they did during their internship or for a company. I would really prioritize this one, the data-driven feature prioritization. Anything that has to do with data right now is really hot. So like a simple like slide deck, it just doesn't really get the job done. Show them that you can go ahead and manipulate queries. If you don't have this skill, definitely contact us so that you can go ahead and actually acquire this skill, put it into your arsenal, because having that, you don't need the technical skills to go ahead and get a product manager job, but in such a fierce competitive market, having any advantage over your peers is definitely going to help you out. With that said, if you want to get access to this resume template, the school link is actually in the YouTube description. Beyond that, you have access to other resume templates there. And if you're looking for our help to land your next product manager job, please go ahead and schedule a consultation with us immediately. We would love to go ahead and talk to you. Congratulations again on graduating. I'm sure it was a hell of a ride. Definitely a very, very, very expensive journey, but a lot of people want to do an MBA and they never got a chance to go ahead and do it, either because they procrastinated on the GMAT or the GRE. So definitely well done to y'all. Please go ahead and contact us so we can help you land your product manager job outside of your MBA program. We'd love to talk to you very, very soon. Talk to you later.